Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know. We have the tins, guys. Everyone forgot about these damn tins. We have quarter century secret rares. We have prismatic secret rares. Everyone focuses on the high-end cards, the staples. You know, the cards that everyone wants, that everyone needs. We understand. That's all good and well. But there's amazing cheap cardboard that we need to put our eyes on from the tins, and we're going to talk about other penny stocks as well today, just cheap cardboard that you guys need access to, because who doesn't like making money? Who doesn't like making money in Yu-Gi-Oh? Buying cards for cheap, buying cards on the low, and selling for the high, or trading for the highs. You know what I mean? Trading just to Billy Bobs. That's what we're here for, guys. So again, we're going to start off hot, fresh off the press with Dino Wrestler Pankratops. People forget. In the previous ban list, this card got unlocked. This card is broke and going second. It's a Dino card, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if this card goes up in price. This is its max rarity form. Yes, it's cheap. It came in the tins behind the tin paywall, and you know people see it as cheap and easy to get. Don't forget, guys, we're getting Miscellaneousaurus and Stampede already announced. Conductor has already been announced. It's just a matter of time before we get Oviraptor and the babies and all them Dino cards. Don't sleep on this card. If it doesn't, and still, it might even get reprinted in Stampede. Maybe, you know, the other 6 rarities, it gets that treatment. But again, it won't get a quarter century secret rare in Stampede, even if it comes in there. So again, when people want matching rarities, when they have their conductors, you know, when they have their Miscellaneousaurus in quarter centuries, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to come back rushing for this card. So you want to be early. Shh. No one's paying attention to this card right now. No one is paying attention to the tins. Don't listen to the noise. When it came out, oh, the tin is trash. Still a lot of value, guys, to be made with this inside this product with singles, guys. So don't miss out on this card. Look, was $150, went up all the way up to almost 4 bones a pop. That's what it did. Post ban list, card is unlocked. People went crazy. Massive volume spike, and now back down. It's crashed back down to the scene of the crime at $1 and some change. So you come in here. You have a couple of one-ups, a couple of deals, and the card quickly does go back up to 2s. But even at 2s, guys, this is a great investment in my humble opinion. Yes, there's massive walls of China. We understand. Massive supply. But, hey, Dino players, and again, I'm not even talking about banless implication. What if Miscellaneousaurus comes back to 2 because it's coming in Stampede? What do you think that's going to happen, you know, or make happen to Dino decks, Dino players out there? They're going to get reprints in Stampede for most of these Dino cards. They're going to be rushing back to this penny stock, guys. Again, don't miss out. Don't miss out, guys. Look at this crash. You want to be buying close to the scene of the crime. You miss this move, you know, the markets usually give people a second chance, a second opportunity, a retracement back down to the mean. Make sure you capitalize on this one. Don't miss out. We have Relinquished Anima. Again, this card, quarter century secret rare, was 3 bones, set is spiking up to 373s. Massive volume candle coming in. You have a wall there of Euro prints. After that, the walls are pushing, you know, these are LP, so pushing 388s, guys. So again, don't let this creep up on you. Don't let this be 4s, 5s, and beyond. You want to make sure you take advantage of these beautiful quarter centuries, man. Great investments right now. Again, anything sub 5 billies, excuse me, you want to get exposure in the tins, especially in its quarter century secret rare form. These quarter centuries are going to dry up. We're not going to get more quarter centuries, and these won't get reprinted in the same rarity anywhere else. So you need to keep in mind, these will get harder and harder to get. Yes, you might see the occasional walls of China here and there, but even with walls, this card was 2s and some change. Now it's 3s and some change. You're going to come back as 4s and some change, 5s and beyond. You want to be early. Look at this spike in volume, guys. People coming in. Don't sleep on this quarter century secret rare. This is easy money down the line. It's easy to forget these cards. There's so many pieces of cardboard in Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, that we need to pay attention to, and the new sets coming out, and the core sets, and the reprints, Amazing Master, and Stampede. People forget about the older reprint sets. Great investment in this card. Could easily double up in price. I wouldn't be surprised. Guys, if you're purchasing any of these cards, first link in the description down below. Come over here. You can track each and every single card that we will be talking about in today's Market Watch. You want a Pankratops? Boom. One click. Automatically takes you to the card. If you need help tracking these cards, make sure you check out our Market Watch tracker right here. Shout out to tcgcreator.com. Make sure you don't miss out. Guys, Speedroid Teratop. Again, This one used to be super cheap. We were talking it, on the channel, it was $1 and some change. Not $1.30. I'd say $1.50 to twos. And look, it's never looked back. It's never looked back. 49 listings. You have one here at 310s, but it's pushing almost 4s. Again, hopefully you listened back then when it was 1s, 2s, around there. Anything under 3s right now, we're pushing almost 4s. And you do have Walls of China here at 4s, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this card at 5s and beyond. We told you guys, pick up Terratops. It's cheap. There's a multitude of decks that use this card. And again, I think the engine was unlocked in one of either the previous ban lists or a couple, ban lists ago. So again, people want this card. People need this card. This card is broken. That's why it was on the list, if I'm not mistaken. So again, definitely keep the quarter century secret rare in mind. Keep it in mind, please. Now we're pushing 4s. Don't let us come back and do a fresh off the flashback on this card. Beautiful quarter century, cheap, man. Cheap cardboard. Now it's getting up there in a way, but these used to be super cheap. So again, excuse me, guys, compared to future prices, this might still be a great entry point. Don't forget about the Exodia pieces. Everyone forgot about these cards already. No one's looking at these Exodia pieces anymore. People feel like they already got their set. People forget about it. But even as an investment, these are still cheap. Look, these been 275s forever. And now spiking up to 324s and then retracing back down. So again, the supply is coming in. You still have Euro prints at 320s. I own a playset. When I mean a playset, it's like one of each in Euros. Like the arms and the legs and everything. I just need the head in Euro. Be nice to get a sealed head. Man, but guys, I'm telling you guys, look, 3 bones. Come back one day, they're 5s a piece. Easy. So again, just make sure you get exposure to these. It never hurts to have a couple of these even extras, guys, because I believe these will age very, very well. 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. These Exodia pieces in its quarter century secret rare form, easy money down the line. Then we have Link Spider, guys. This quarter century secret rare, again, we've been talking about this card. We even made a fresh off the flashback, at $1, even shekels. Couple of opportunities in the shekel territory. I'm like, guys, pick it up. There's massive walls. It doesn't matter. And you come back today, and the card, you have a place at 2s, but it quickly goes up to 3s, guys. 290s, 3s, and after those 11, it continues going up in price. And recently it was 4s, now just retracing back down to the mean. But look, guys, that's the advantage of investing early into cheap cards. Cheap cards that people take for granted, and then they come back, and the card is up 2x, 3x, 4x. So this retracement, you want to keep it in mind. You want to be buying, like this. If I want to own any of these right now, that playset at around 2s, easy money, man. So if you need cards like these, make sure you check out our Market Watch tracker, guys. Don't miss out on these amazing opportunities, guys. Amazing opportunities right now to make sure you track these cards. Keep an eye out for them. Check the charts, guys. Easy money down the line. Then we have Axo Synchro Stardust Dragon. Quarter century secret rare. This one, again, people forget this one used to be 50, 60 bones. It says 2s bumping up to 240s. And right here, you have a couple of 1-ofs. And yes, the walls are at 250s, guys. So again, card used to be $1 and some change. Now you wake up in this 250s. And then you come back one day in this 3 to 4s, guys. You don't want to do that. Yes, the common theme in here is that these are tins. They have massive walls of China. A lot of stores open these, So, big stores open crack cases of tins and things of that nature. We understand. We get it. But again, we're talking about mid to long term here. We're not talking about just in the short term. It's not like, oh, right now I buy that $250 and it needs to be $5 overnight. No, it's not about that. It's about, look at that. You get exposure. You get exposure near the lows. You buy this consolidation before this card is a $5 card down the line. People taking all these card prices for granted, man. I'm telling y'all. Torrential Tribute, same deal. Look, you go to the yearly uptrend ever since inception into the markets. 75 listings. You see one at 218, but really 1s and 2-ofs until 280s, guys. This will be a $3 card before you know it, and then 5 Billies down the line because of Billy boomers like myself. Nah. We ain't Billy boomers. We Yugi boomers. Why? Because I need this for Go, and I want a second deck and a third deck, and this is the quarter century secret rare torrential tribute. Same deal. If it gets reprinted in Stampede, it won't get a quarter century secret. Keep this one in mind. It's cheap today, not guaranteed to stay that way tomorrow. This is easy money down the line. Then we have Bahamas Shark. Again, this one used to be $1 and some change. You know, and right now you see the walls are at 2 bones. That's good. That's good. That's good. We just recently touched base on this card, but wanted to highlight it in the sense, again, because we're talking about the tins. It's been on a downtrend. You know, we understand the trend is your friend until the end. But again, if we draw here just very quickly, right here on this chart, look, you can clearly see the downtrend. Clearly see the downtrend, right? So again, there's massive walls of China right here protecting this trend. So again, what can you see? Maybe another curvature back down, but eventually it has to break. Once it breaks, this is the next pivot that we'll be paying attention to right here, this line. So again, a lot of resistance at around where we're at right now, around the $2 mark. Again, this is the key level right here. If we break 2s, it's a wrap. The next level would be 230s right here, you know, and then eventually all-time highs at 250s, guys. So again, definitely look out for this card. Wouldn't be surprised if it hits 3 to 5s in the mid to long term, guys. As a quarter-century secret rare Bahama shark, it always cycles in and out of the meta, and when it does, it really goes up hard in price. So you definitely want to have exposure to that quarter-century secret rare. Same as Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, guys. People forgot about these beautiful quarter-century secret rares. They're hero cards, guys. Don't take these for granted, man. Been a billion some change forever. You've seen these massive walls here, and again, it's gonna be 2 soon. It's gonna be 2s soon, and then after that wall, it'll be 250s and beyond. Little by little, these cards creep up on you. You forget about them. You don't check them. There's too many pieces of cardboard. Hero players come in, they fiend on this card, and then you wake up one day and the card is 3s, 4s, 5s. As a quarter century, listings are going lower, guys. Don't take these for granted. The theme of the day is get exposure. Exposure. You don't have to go in crazy and buy a million of these. No, just get exposure. Anywhere from 1 to 3. You want to make sure you get access to a card like this. Then we have the Sea of Oracles. This one, look at that. 73 cents forever. Spiking up in price here in the sense of average price. Volume is still low, 88 listings. But again, you have a couple of 1s and 2s. Then the card is $1 and beyond, guys. For a card that was, you know, it's been what? 65 cents at another point, 75 cents. Excuse me, guys. But as you can see, look, you have multiple people coming in, even paying 2s and beyond, guys. Look, multiple people, multiple Billy Bobs coming in and overpaying for this card. It means the demand is coming in. So you definitely want exposure to this card. Beautiful quarter century secret rare, especially as a collectible piece. We have Toon Kingdom, same deal. And again, this is that, Jay, I don't need any of these cards. While we're talking about the tins, I want the staples, Chaos Angel and Skycrack. No, guys, there's a million ways to make money, not just in life, but in Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Staples, yes. High liquidity, the easiest route, we understand. But for me, the true money is in the hidden cards, the cards that no one's paying attention to. That's how you make money with Yu-Gi-Oh. Cards that people forgot about, cards that are double bottoming and people are not even paying attention to. Look, this card is what? 220s here? And those are Euro prints, and then it goes up to 250s and beyond. A card that was $150 forever, now it's 250s pretty soon, and then it'll be 3s, 4s, and 5s. This is Toon Kingdom we're talking about. You know, yes, the OTs, people didn't really like the OTs much, but again, this card has always been money, even for like ultras and rares and some crazy stuff like that. Imagine what is going to happen for this quarter century secret rare. It has the potential to 5x from here and be a $10 card one day. It has. It's hard to see right now. Supplies here. You have walls of China. But again, you need to think ahead, mid to long term. It's about making that money down the line. Easy money down the line. We have Yubel. Yes, Yubel QCSR. I get it. Deck fell out of favor, got hit on the list. Now we have broken meta decks. We understand. But Yubel in itself, as a collectible piece, a lot of Yubel fans out there, they're going to always have that demand for this quarter century secret rare. So again, not meta-wise or competitive-wise, but just to add it to your collection, to your investment binder for the long term. Yubel's at $1 and some change. Quarter century secret rares. 360s plus tax for a playset. That is not bad. 4 bones after everything's said and done. 3 Yubels, not bad. For a quarter century secret rare, I definitely keep this one in mind. Yes, you have Walls of China, but that's good. You come in, you get the copies you need, and you run for them hills. We have Light and Darkness, guys. Light and Darkness Dragon, this quarter century secret rare, you know, it's been crashing down since release, since inception. And that's fine. That's great. That's great that you see this card just crashing down. That means you could come in and get cheaper cardboard. Get this card for cheap as a penny stonk, $1.80. Guys, don't take these for granted. Don't do that. Please, before this reprint, all versions of these cards were spiking up in price. Now you have a max rarity version. Don't take this for granted. Again, these are not short-term plays. These are mid to long-term penny stock investments that you come in and you put $1.80 today, and down the line you get 5s, 6s, 750s. Never know, maybe even double digits. So again, I have a good stack of these, like 15, just put away, forget about them, and come back a year or two later definitely without no regrets. Guys, honest, quarter century secret rare, same deal. Look, card was a bone, and before that it was shekels, and ever since, at around $1, we've been saying, guys, pick this card up, get exposure. It has massive walls, Jay, at $1, get exposure. And look, you have one of 8 here at $1.30, but really the walls are at $1.50, and that's 10. Yeah, I mean, the real wall, yeah, is at $1.50. This card was $1 forever. It was forever since it came out. $1, cheap walls at $1, and pretty soon them walls are at $1.50. That's a 50% increase. So again, hopefully you guys picked this card up early. If you don't have Honest quarter century secret rare, I don't know what you're waiting for, because this is easy money down the line. Easy money, man. Easy money down the line. I don't know how else to say it, man. Iconic in Time Wizard formats, guys. Card is beautiful in itself. Just get exposure. Beautiful penny stocks. Then we have Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, another Edison card. Right here used to be shekels, and you have a couple here at shekels, but really the multiples are at $1.35 and eventually $1.50 as well. So you definitely want to keep this one on your radar. Same as Red Dragon Archfiend, quarter century secret rare. Card was $1 forever, you know, at around $1. And it's still hovering around here, but that's good. Just get exposure to these quarter centuries. Don't forget about them. You sell it to Edison boomers down the line at 4 to 5s, man. Easy money. We have Parallel XZ. I really like this one. Used to be 2s and some change. It says it's crashing down here to $1 and some change. You can see a couple here at $1 and some change, but yeah, I mean, pretty quickly goes up to 2s and beyond. So there's a couple here that have been selling. But again, I like this one as a quarter century secret rare. It's a card that is very, very good. Cycles in and out of the meta. It is a Cybers card, but again, very, very good engine in itself that you want exposure to. We have Scapegoat, another, a gold card. Look at this double bottom. Booty shape recovery. No one's paying attention to this. Again, yes, you have walls here at essentially $1. We understand. But look, it's recovering from 80 cents up to $1 again. Hey, don't sleep on these patterns. Don't do that. You guys already know what happens when we get these patterns. You know, usually for a card like this, probably we'll be making an all-time high in the midterm, guys. So again, 95 listings. You know, the card is massive walls of China, massive supply, but little by little, it'll break that Billy mark and continue going up. Again, it's called GOAT format. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to leave it at that. There's a reason why. Guys, we have Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend. I love that this card is still cheap. Guys. That you have walls of China. It's readily available. But guys, these used to be 40 cents, 45 cents. Now the walls are bumping up to 60 cents. And you come back one day and it's 75 cents. And then you wake up a day after that and it's $1. You don't want to do that. You want to come in early. Shekels. You come in at shekels, from shekels to billies. That's the goal with these penny stocks. From shekels to billies, guys. You want to get exposure to these penny stocks, man. Easy money. This card was like a $15 to $20 just off scarcity. What do you think is going to happen when this card gets scarce again in its max rarity form? No way this is not multiple billies down the line. Easy money. Look at that. With consistent volume, too. Consistent volume, guys. It's not like, oh, this is, no liquidity. No one's buying this card. No, consistent volume, as we can see here, guys. This is easy money down the line. Then we have Coach King Giant Trainer. Again, this card, before it got reprinted, I think the commons were like crazy prices. Now we have a quarter century. Massive volume candle coming in. Look at that. Buy signal right here that no one's paying attention to. A buy signal. But if you're listening to my voice, you deserve these gems. You deserve this data. You deserve this information, guys, because we do it different. If you can relate to that, make sure you subscribe, guys. So again, you see massive walls of China. We understand. But again, with this candle, 300 copies sold, these walls can be, gobbled down before you know it. So again, don't let this be 50 cents and 2x on you down the line. Don't let it 4x to $1 down the line. Don't do that. You come in early, you get exposure at quarters, you won't regret it. You won't miss out. Then we have Wing Karibo. We talked about this one in our live stream last night. You know, we talked about this quarter century that has spiked up to $1 billion some change and now retracing back down to the mean. So again, you want to get exposure at around $1. You want to make sure you get this card because this is a beautiful card. Beautiful card that people are going to always want in this quarter century secret rare form. So don't sleep on that one. We have XYZ Dragon Cannon. Again, this quarter century, I mean, I don't know if they use it, but ABC, I think they're getting new support. Plus, you know, the reprint and Stampede for, where is it? For a Dragon Buster. So again, with the combination of these things, I've just picked up a couple of these just to get exposure at around quarters. Just get a couple of these, man. Volume has been consistent. This is a quarter century secret rare that no one's paying attention to. So you want to make sure you get this alternate art quarter century secret rare at quarters, man. Quarters. Beautiful penny stocks in this product, man. We have Trickstar Light Stage. Same deal. We're actually getting Trickstar support in Maze of Master, if I'm not mistaken. Actual Trickstar support. Regardless if it's good or not, we're getting the support. So you come in and you buy this card. Look, close to $1 for a play set of these. Don't take these for granted, man. Don't do that. Card hit almost 50 cents recently, and now it's you know, hovering back down into the 35-cent range. So again, this is when you come in. You come in, you get exposure. You for $1. For 3 of these, $1 and some change, $1 and some change, $1 billion and some change, $1 bean and some change. Get exposure, guys. You never know what support can do for a card like this. This could, you know, it's consolidating, but it could be coiling up to spike up hard once that Trickstar support gets closer and closer, heading into mid next month. Don't sleep on this one. Easy penny stock, money, moolah, dinero. We got Red Gadget. Don't forget about the gadget, guys. You know, spiking up here. These are cards that people take for granted. They see the walls of China and they forget to buy, and then they come back one day and it's at $1 billion beyond. Get your gadgets, get exposure. Even as an investment, you want to make sure you have at least play sets of each, because these should age very, very well, very well into the future. Then we have the Phantom Knights of Silent Boots. I really like this card because it's a matter of time before Phantom Knights get support. And Phantom Knights are broken. They're broken, man. So again, these at quarters, you can't go wrong. Massive walls of China, we understand. We get it. But again, it's all about exposure. You buy a play set of these, throw them in a box, forget them, or in a binder, forget about them. You come back one day after Phantom Knights get support, and then people are going to be like, damn, I should have bought these. They were quarters, man. Should have listened to Jay. That's it. Easy, man. At quarters, quarter century, Silent Boots. Sign me up, man. Then we have number F0, Utopic Draco Future. This card, if you go to the yearly, you can see it's been consolidating here. It's been consolidating at above $1 billion right here at $1.24 essentially. So again, just get exposure. Same deal. You come in with $4 post-tax, get a playset clean. Playset of quarter century secret rares. Number F0 Utopic Draco Future. People forget that before this reprint, this card was in the double digits. For the Ultra from King's Court and the other one, the secret rare that we also had, guys. So again, don't let this be double digits one day. Yes, it could take time. There's massive walls of China. There's massive supply, but at least 5 bones, definitely possible with this quarter century secret rare from the tins. And then we have number 39 Utopia Double, guys. Don't forget, we're getting actual Utopia support. We're getting actual Utopia support, guys. Coming to a theater near you. So again, card was 31 cents, $1 billion for 3. And now it says 41 cents. And here we are, guys. We're at 35 cents. Still, we have a couple of walls before it hits 40 cents. So again, you know, if we clean this up janitor style, we can see here that there's 90 listings, 9 pages. So plenty of supply here. But again, Utopia hype. You can see the volume candles coming in. People getting ready for Utopia. Don't take this penny stock for granted. If you're 24 minutes in, you deserve gems like these. You just do. Because this is easy money, man. When support gets announced, it doesn't matter if it's going to be good or not. It's a Utopia quarter century secret rare behind the tin paywall. It's just too easy to make money in this game. Guys, link in the description down below. Make sure you check out our Discord for our giveaways, you know, and our tools, links, discounts, deals, and steals, and resources here for you guys, for the community. Make sure you check this out. Guys, if you want a Billy Bob, someone else purchased one last night. I appreciate it. I will be shipping that, you know, your way. So if you want any of these, get exposure, man. Now we have no more holographic cards of Thornton. We only have the tokens left, guys. So if you want Mr. Clean, if you want access to these, make sure you swing by and show some love. And guys, don't forget about our 7.75K giveaway. Look at that. Ultimate Rare. Right here, Ultimate Rare Blue Eyes. Fire, man. Look at that. And a sealed tin and sleeves. All for one winner. Guys, where else are you going to get this, guys? Make sure that winner is you by subscribing, by ringing that bell on the way in, subscribing on the way in, liking the video on the way in, guys. I would gladly appreciate that. We love to give back on the channel. Guys, this is not official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, guys. So here we have the prismatic secret rares now. So we went through all the quarter centuries, that I believe are great penny stock investments. But don't forget, you also have prismatic secrets that came in the tins, and based on pull rates, these are extremely hard to get. We were talking about Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid at 67 cents, and that became 15 bones. Double digits. Again, not to say that most plays most likely won't do that. That's not the point. But can you increase your capital? Yeah, look at that. Hard-earned money. I was buying these at shekels. Just an example. I was buying this card at shekels, and look, parabolic now. Look. This is literally money. Guy, I don't know how else to say it. Like, look at this. It's just free money. Volume candle coming in recently. Free money. Jay, but why? Who's using this card? It's not meta relevant. No one's playing. That's the whole point. The fact that it is not meta relevant and it's still going up. There's casuals in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's collectors that love Blackluster Soldier cards. There's people that speculate, that they might be able to play this in the future. You name it. All I know is that the OG print used to be 8 bones, pushing 10s. This one was shekels, and it's a technical higher rarity from the Ultras that came in Maze of Millennia. So again, when you add 2 plus 2, it equals 4. Always and forever. Easy money, man. Parabolic. Look at that. This card, a bucket, some change. And then look at all these one-ofs, man. Say you want 3. Let's say you want a playset for yourself. Let's put 3 right here. Look, you're going to have to pay, after these Euro prints at 2s, with shipping, you're pushing 3s and some change, man. And then 5s at the bottom of the page, guys. So again, I'm telling you, don't take these for granted. Don't do that. Don't take these for granted. They're still relatively cheap today. Not guaranteed to remain that way tomorrow. Excuse me, guys. This could be a $5 card, and I wouldn't be surprised. And this was shekels, man. Shekels. That's when I was buying. Look, down here, we were buying at the shekel territory. Literally, down here, you can see low sale price. It says 95 cents on the chart, but really, it was even cheaper. No one cared about this card. No matter relevance, why would I? And now, look at that, liquidity. I could list mine right now, and they'll sell like that. Literally, man. So again, hopefully you guys listen with this one. But the whole point with that one is that there's still value and money to be made with these tins, guys. We're going to talk about some examples. And look, even these, favorite contact, we recently talked about it, going from shekels to 2s. Just so many plays in these tins that everyone forgot about. No one's paying attention to these anymore. But that's why I'm here, to make sure I remind you guys of, look, broken cards like Time Tearing Morganite. People forget that this card used to be $6 for a super rare. $6 for a super rare. You got a prismatic secret, max rarity reprint, and people didn't care. This card, if you go to the yearly, has been around 2 bones for the most part, and people not paying attention. Now it says spiking up to 266s. You have a couple of one-ofs, the Euro prints here, but really it's pushing 250s. Guys, get this card now. Don't let it 2x on you. Don't let this card be $5 and beyond. You come in and you get exposure. Yeah, keep in mind, and disclaimer for the video, some of these might get double dip and stampede. Those are things that are out of our control. But they can't reprint all these cards in stampede. They just can't. You're going to be selective, probably go for the staples. So again, most of these prismatics are going to be on the safe side. You want to make sure you get exposure to broken cards that could easily 2x in price, man. Easily. So much money to be made, man. It's not even funny. Then we have Despian Lulu. Let's leave it at Lulu, guys. Right here, card used to be a bucket some change, spiking up recently to 2s. And here we are at around 2 bones with the walls. After that, it goes to 3s at the bottom of the page, 32 listings only. So again, another one, another card that everyone forgot about, that no one's paying attention to. Most people probably even forgot this card got reprinted in the tins. Again, because it's just not seeing play right now, but don't sleep on this card. It used to be money when it first got printed. Back in the day, it had its demand, and now demand is coming back in. Volume is staying consistent. Price is going up. Don't sleep on these amazing prismatic secret rare penny stocks with Extremely difficult pull rates from this, you know, sealed product. Don't miss out. We have Infernal Flame Banshee, same deal. This card was $1 and some change, spiking up to 3s. Wow. Recently, you have one there at 260s, but really the card is pushing 350s. So again, hopefully you came in early. Don't be that guy buying this card at $5 and beyond. Don't do that. If you needed to play, get exposure, even as an investment. If you want to get a play set, you know, at around 10 bones, 11 bones, not bad, just to get exposure to the card. Then we have number C62, Neo Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. We talked about this card recently with the Photon hype and support going from $1 says to $1.50. You have a couple of one-ofs here in deals. You have the Euro prints, but after that, it does go to $1.50 at the bottom of the page. And again, don't sleep on these. Look at that, just randomly. A Photon, look at Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, sorry. Look, from 40 cents to 50 cents, that's how it starts. Subtle moves. Again, support, man. Telling you, man, easy money with these cards, man. You bought it at $1.50, you're already up 50%. Telling you, man, easy money. Same as Galaxy Photon Dragon. Look at this volume candle. Largest volume candle in the lax, what is that? LAX? In the last 3 months. Largest volume candle in the last 3 months. You have a deal with 2 ofs right there, but really the card is 64 cents. And after that wall, it'll hit $1 billion, guys, down the line. So don't sleep on this card where the OG was pushing higher prices. You know, this technical max rarity. Photon players are going to come in, man. Going to treat themselves. We have Evozart Lars. Again, another one that people forgot about. First came out at Shekels. When we were discussing the tins, we were always advising for people to pick this card up. And going from Shekels to Billy's here, spiking up and going parabolic, guys. You have a couple here at $1.50, but really the card is $2 a pop for a card that was, you know, Shekels, man. Crazy. And the card is not done yet. You know, again, Dino support might be coming around the corner. This card is just too broken. And it's generic. You know what I mean? So don't sleep on it, man. Don't do that. Then we have Fusion Armament. Let me just drink to that, man. Let me just drink to that. Gotta stay hydrated, man. With all the yapping your boy does, there we go, guys. We have Fusion Armament here. Card used to be Shekels. Says spiking up to $1.50. And here we are. We have a rough life. That's funny. We have a couple of listings here. But yeah, it's $1.50 with the Euro prints. After that, quickly goes to 2s and beyond. And that's why I love the tins, man. Because I've noticed that trend throughout the years. That it's just not focusing on the meta-relevant cards. You know, there's a casual base out there. There's people that really enjoy, you know, decks and deck cores. You know, like this card. Where is it? Yeah, like Swordsman. You know, the Swordsman deck cores. And they love it, man. It doesn't matter if they go to a tournament and they get clapped. It don't matter. They don't. They just want their cards. They need their cards. Again, guys, crazy that this card was at a bone. You know, and before that it was Shekels, right there. And now it's pushing 2s. Then you come back one day, then there's 3, 4, 5s, and you're like, why? How? Who's using this? There's people out there, man. And our job is to pick it up early to sell it to those people that come in late. Easy future money. Then we have Full Armored Dark Knight Lancer. This one has this U-shaped recovery right here from Shekels to Billy's. Once again, you have a wall here at $1 essentially. And then the Euro prints, but after that it does go up, you know, about 40 to 50%, guys. So don't sleep on this card. Beautiful prismatic that people, you know, it's a mini engine. You know, people stack this one on top of these again. So don't sleep on this card. Beautiful card, especially at around $1 billion. Then we have Mechanical Water Arabesque. Again, another one. People forget that this card was like $15. The OG, extremely hard to get, scarce. It's mechanicals. You know, they're not going to take over the meta. They're not going to probably do anything anytime soon. But there's going to be people out there that they're going to want to pick this up, you know, these cards up slowly. And again, you can see a little uptrend here. So again, don't take these for granted. You got the Euro prints. But again, if we clean this up janitor style, this card could easily be money down the line. Because look at that. You don't really see, other than the Euro prints that are at around $1, you don't really see massive walls of China. This one could easily go to $1.50 to 2s. Again, don't sleep on this card that used to be money. Now you have a technical max rarity version. Does this one have a CR? I don't think so, but a higher rarity than the OGs. So don't sleep on it. We got Ringo Worm, the Dragon Guardian, the 100 Apples. People forget that this card, before it got reprinted as an ultra rare from where, like Sayak or something, used to be a couple of billies. And now this card in itself spiked up from shekels to billies, and you can see massive retracement back down to the mean, back down to the scene of the crime, actually. And here we are. Here we are still at shekels, you know, 5 ofs right there, and then it becomes $1. So again, you want to get exposure to a card like this because it's a Dragon Tuner level 2. Important, look at that. If a face-up non-effect monsters on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. So it works well with dragons, with vanillas. Don't sleep on this card. Don't sleep on it, man. I'm telling you. Look at that. The player who summoned it can treat it as a tuner for a synchro summon. I'm telling you, this card is broken. People have been forgetting about it. Don't be that guy that forgets about it, because you don't want to be that guy coming back and paying a premium for this card. Then we have Stake Your Soul. Vanquish Soul, guys, and Vanquish Soul Raisin. Don't forget about this deck core. You know, these cards were super scarce, hard to get. The OGs always were 5s, 6s, 10s. And now you have cheap, you know, prismatic secret rares here with a couple of 1-ofs and the shekel territories, but really is about a bone, a billy for this one. Not bad to get exposure. Beautiful card to invest for the mid to long term. Same as Vanquish Soul Raisin. Again, you can come in and pick up this engine, you know, at billies for a pop. Not bad at all for this card. Again, there's going to be Vanquish Soul players out there, man. There's going to be people out there that they enjoy their decks. They don't care if it's falling out of favor. And again, the meta's always shifting. You know, it could be that this format doesn't fit the bill, or maybe even the next couple of formats. But down the line, these deck cores might get support, or it might just be a good matchup against the meta, you know, down that line. So again, definitely keep these penny stonks in mind. Then we have Gigantic Champion Sargus. Again, this one recently making a new 3-month high at around 54 cents. You have a couple of 1s and 2-ofs and 9-ofs and 5-ofs right here. So the card is still cheap in the 30-cent territory, as you can see. So again, if you can get these, just get exposure, maybe a playset added to your binder. This card could go from 37, 36 cents to a billy down the line, giving you that close 3x. Then we have Red Eye Soul. Again, from the tin, this one's been roller coasting, honestly. You know, thanks to Red Eye support. This card, yeah, you have the 10 right here at 25 cents at quarters, but really the walls are at 73 cents. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if this ultra rare becomes a billy, especially if it doesn't get reprinted anytime soon from the tins. So yeah, this is the only ultra rare I wanted to highlight from the tins, because really this is the main play where the main value is at with regards to this one. So don't sleep on Red Eye's Soul. Because again, all it takes is even more Red Eye support to come out, other than the one we recently got, and people are going to get hyped around this one. This could easily be a $2 to $3 ultra rare down the line. Now, moving on from the tins, guys, we have a couple of staples. Someone mentioned, Jay, cover this card. They said in last night's live stream. So I'm like, you know what? It's a staple, it's a penny stock. Let's cover it on the channel with the masses. So again, don't forget about cross-out designators. It is a card that has fallen out of favor a bit, you know, in the sense of like everyone playing it in their decks. But right now you can see for this clean secret rare, the volume is coming in at 2s and some change, 279s, where you see those walls. So again, don't take these for granted. Don't let these secret rares be $5 one day. This is just a clean secret rare penny stunk. Anything under 3s is a steal for the long term. And look, even supers are like 3s. Like, what is this? Ultras? Where's the ultras? Okay, ultras at around 2. So again, if you're on a budget, tight budget, you come in at around look at this volume candle, guys. So again, people coming in, they're buying these cards. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. Don't take these staples for granted. Don't do that. Then we have Celestial Double Star Shaman. Again, we're going to talk about a couple of cards that we talked about in our live stream, guys. That's what we did in last night's live stream. Some people were like, Jay, you need to speak about these penny stonks, man. They're great for the community. And here we are. Massive volume candle coming in near the lows at $1 and some change. Guys, some people, you know, talking about Yummy. A card used in Yummy. This card is broken. Broken. It is, guys. So again, this card, I was just reading the effect there. It's very, very good, and it's a tuner in itself. So again, this is a single print from Duel Saga. Don't ask me why. You have a wallet chine at around 3s post-tax, and then after that, the card goes to 4s and beyond. So don't sleep on this one. Don't sleep on this one, guys. As a penny stonk, you have the walls there today. Those could be gobbled down tomorrow. You want exposure. I just came in. I bought 2 of these just to get some exposure, just in case it gets reprinted soon. You just never know with cards like these. But if it doesn't get reprinted soon, this one should be in OTS Pack 27, man. They should slide it in there, honestly. You know, as even as a common or a super, just to give people exposure, man. You know, cards like these are needed in that OTS pack. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. As we can see, it's pushing 3s. This could easily be 5s and beyond in the short term as a single print from Duel Saga. Then we have Martial Metal Marcher, another one. This is the max rarity ultra rare version. Used to be 19 shekels, super cheap. As we can see, volume candle came in. As we can see, massive amount of sales near the lows, and now it's spiked up the card to 50 cents essentially. Wow, giving people that 2.5x play right here, and you have the walls. Don't let this card be a Billy. Don't let this card be a Billy. This is a machine synchro tuner in itself, guys. Max rarity ultras from the tins. This is weird. Usually the tins don't give the max rarity version, but here we are. This card is what? Pushing 7 years old. So guys, it's not as easy to get as you would think. You have another block of cheese rarity, but we don't even talk about that on the channel. We don't do that. Get exposure. You want to be early. Then we have Mysterion the Dragon Crown. Again, some people talking about this as a super poly target. You know, one spellcaster monster and one dragon monster, guys. As we can see, volume is coming in. Hundreds of copies being sold in 48-hour time frames. So again, still a lot of listings. You still have walls. You know, well, not in the first page, actually. So again, don't take these for granted. Walls are pushing 50 cents a pop. So again, don't let this be a Billy down the line as a clean secret rare from Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge. You don't want to miss out on this penny stock. Then we have Obedience School. Again, we just talked about this card not too long ago due to yummies. So again, as the card retraces back down to the mean and people take profits, you know, that they had from shekels to Billies, you want to make sure that you rebuy this card. Again, of course, it could get reprinted at any time, but if it doesn't, I expect a second leg up status for this one. Looks pretty cheap at a bone and some change. You're starting to see the walls come in. People providing, sellers providing deals. They're just trying to continue to take profits for a card that was shekels for them. Look, they can still get more than a 2x right here. So, but you want to be buying this. You want to be buying this card. Yeah. At a buck and some changes, the technical max rarity. Only thing that can derail this is another reprint. We have number 39 Utopia again. On that Utopia bandwagon that we mentioned earlier, you want to pick up number 39 Utopia, quarter century secret rare. In last night's live stream, we said, guys, this card could be the next Firewall Dragon. It could. Firewalls went from 50 cents to $5, giving people a 10x play. This could be a 10x play. Look, if you're 40 plus minutes in, you deserve gems like these. Again, this is the buy signal. Gems, why? Because of that. Look at that. Look at that. You come in and you see this is a clear buy signal, guys. No one's paying attention to this on the 3-month. No one's paying attention to this candle right there. Clear buy signal. Largest candle in the last 3 months. Why? Utopia gets announced. Look at that. Largest volume candle in the last 6 months. Largest volume candle in the last year. That's a sign. That is a sign. Wow. And the spike has followed, guys. So don't take these walls for granted. That's all I'm going to say. Don't take Jay, there's hundreds of cops. Don't take these for granted. Firewall was just like this. No one cared about them. They were cheap. You know, they were easy to get. And then all of a sudden, everyone needed it, and it spiked up in price. Don't let that Utopia support come out, and you see this at least at a Billy or multiple Billies down the line. You come in early and get this quarter century secret rare. So easy to make money in this game, man. We have Ash Blossom Enjoy Your Spring and Infinite Impermanence, guys, from the structure decks. Our V-shape recovering, guys, as expected. Why? Because you're getting the walls, yes, but the demand is too great. The demand is too great for these staples, so you get that initial rush in the first week or two. But again, I'm excited to see week 3, week 4, month 1, you know, how it continues to stabilize in price. So again, if you got in early, congratulations. You know, some people were buying imperms at sub 250s and buying ashes at $150 and below. I picked up 4 at $139. You know, and yeah, just getting exposure to these common ashes. But hopefully we get a retracement back down to the mean, or at least a double bottom, so that we can accumulate these easy money down the line. Of course, unless, you know, you get feed ash in Stampede or like an alternate art imperm that no one sees coming. So definitely keep those in mind. And then Spirit with Eyes of Blue, same deal. I always love talking about this card. You know, it's still at around shekels. It's going to have massive walls of China. You know, for the short term, we get it. But long term, I think this one ages very, very well as a Link 1 for Dragon or Spellcaster monsters. Keep that in mind, man. Keep that in mind. People are not paying attention to this part right here. I really do like this card. You know, down the line. This should have been the quarter century in the structure deck, but here we are, guys. I'll be talking about a prediction video about Stampede next week, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be exciting. We're gonna have a lot of fun. You know, people, not that this is Stampede leaks or reveals or nothing. No. This came out in the OCG. We're just showing it here, just telling you guys that I'm gonna make my own personal prediction video using this as a guide. But this is not guaranteed. Nothing has been said with regards to that, guys, so no worries. But yeah, you do have DMG yards, a bunch of, you know, cards that already came actually in previous rarity collections, so we'll definitely discuss this. Stay tuned for that, guys. If you made it this far out into the video, you're straight MVPs. Make sure you share this in one place with one person, one group chat. It really does go a long way. I really appreciate all your support, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Make sure you subscribe, man. Stay fresh.